So we are live. Oh, I have the live page open.
Oh, I got you.
Now we're good.
All right.
How's it going, everybody? Y'all ready for the new Xbox announcement? Chris, talk again?
I'm speaking right now.
All right, good. You're good. We're just making sure.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, it's gonna be me, Chris, and Carlos will be here in a minute. He had to go grab some food, which I'm also eating because it's my lunchtime. So yeah, so this is just a little pre-show. We're kind of gonna be talking about what we think we're gonna see, stuff like that. I have a list of stuff we can go over.
I'm watching NeoGAF like a hawk right now. 'Cause
Oh,
you
yeah?
know that's where a leak is going to appear.
So yeah, what do you want to talk about first, Chris?
I mean, we can get into the games later because I mean, this is mostly going to be a hardware presentation.
That's true.
Uh,
So I mean, I guess first of all, what do you think it's gonna be called? Xbox 720, Xbox Infinity, Xbox
I think
8?
they're just going to call it Xbox.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's on my list. I have a couple of those, and I have just Xbox. Like, I think that's something they might do is just straight up just Xbox. I don't know though. I mean, they did patent or they did trademark Xbox 8. Which is that's why people were thinking, oh, Xbox Infinity.
Yeah, but Microsoft's also kind of downplaying Windows 8 right now. I mean, they're about to release 8.1, which reverts several different parts of the UI for that. So they really don't have a good marketing campaign going on it. They don't have very good customer relations on it right now. So
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's just going to be a straight old Xbox. And they updated the logo on the website today. It's the same one you can see on the display right now here.
Yeah, the original. Yeah, So I don't know. We'll see. So what else? So other things that we know is Kinect is going to be like standard.
If it's properly implemented this time around, I don't really have a problem with that.
I don't have a problem if it's implemented from the go. Like it has to be there, and then provided developers actually develop properly for it.
Yeah.
Hold on one second. Let me invite Carlos to this hangout. Chris is gonna move a little bit.
Ah!
Here, let me just do this. So Carlos will be here in 1 second, guys.
Okay. And Shadow, I haven't responded because I haven't been on my Xbox. Doing other shit. I devoted all day yesterday to working on video intros.
Well, I sent the invite. I don't know where he is.
Oh, Carlos. He said he'd be 5 minutes.
No, he just sent me a thing on GChat, and he was like, invite me to Google Hangout.
Oh. Well, I don't tell you then. Keep turning around. I've got a little bit of a command center going on. I got my
Yeah.
main computer here. I got my laptop set up here, and my Xbox is right in front of me too. So it'll get hot in here after a while.
Probably. So one thing I do have, guys, is I pulled up some concept images that we've seen of the Xboxes. I mean, that's not what it's gonna look like, but whatever. What the hell is Carlos doing? He's probably playing Call of Duty.
This food. I kind of like that one right there, the curvy black one.
That's a pretty good one. I mean, it's not too far off. And so I also had some Luma Room images in there because that's something that had been talked up a little bit, and not too long ago they released a new video touting some more of the features of the IlumaRoom, and I mean, I kind of hope it's good.
I kind of hope it's good, but I don't see it really being implemented as far as third parties all that much. And I mean, I just think it'd be way too distracting.
Really, I think it'd be more immersive. I mean, just the ability to have extra things on the screen, like almost like just like a larger view, almost like your peripheral would be there, and it's not as bright and not as clear as the TV, but that's because your peripheral vision isn't either.
That's true.
Hold on 1 second. Let me yell at Carlos real quick.
Come on, Carlos. You know you want to be here. Maybe I should send him an invite.
Yeah, do it. Prideswine, the Kinect 2.0 is not the same as the IlumaRoom. I think they're gonna... The way they showed the IlumaRoom, they were using both a projector and the Kinect itself, because the Kinect had to, like, register the TV area of the room and stuff like that. I don't think they're gonna be one and the same, though.
I don't know, it's also going to be hella expensive.
There she is. Do you think it's going to be hella expensive? I mean, yeah, it's the projectors generally aren't super cheap.
No less than $300, I think.
Alright, hold on 1 second, let me...
If it's any cheaper than $300, I will be shocked.
Yeah.
Leo,
Plus
check out my underwear, dude. It's legit.
I'm afraid to click this.
There's Carlos's underwear.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. Oh.
Just as soon as he said check out my underwear, I screen capped him.
Oh.
No regrets.
Get my Outlook open because you know we're gonna get emails as soon as they say words.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys were live?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're live.
Good job, Carlos.
I can never be president now.
Nope. It's all out there. So a couple other things I was that were on my list of things to talk about. So I was talking about the Kinect. I mean, we know it's going to have a better camera with better depth perception, which is one of the issues with the current one. It's going to be able to see farther away and closer up. So I mean, it has potential. I still don't know where they're going to go with it, though.
I need to fix my hair.
What do you think about, like, tablet connectivity?
Well, I mean, they've already got the Xbox Glass, and I think they'll just expand on that.
I think they will as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's... I don't see how you can get... If you're going to stay focused on multi-brand and different hardware manufacturers, I don't see how they're going to be able to implement it the way you would ideally want them to.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like a Wii U controller. I don't think you can get that.
That's true. So, what else we got? What about, where'd my list go? Focusing on entertainment and social aspects, kind of stuff like that. Do you think that's going to, I mean, I know Sony's press conference had a lot of, Facebook connectivity and, streaming out your gameplay and stuff like that. I think that's also going to be a bigger deal.
I think they'll have the streaming. Other than that, I think they're going to downplay all the social aspects this time around.
I hope they do.
And they'll just focus on the games, the new tech, and the Kinect. So Which I'm hoping
So-
they actually downplay the Kinect.
Speaking of the new tech, a while back that Durango was announced.
Huh?
The Durango, like the whatever it's called, the developer console or whatever, the one they were using to develop on.
Yeah.
And so we know some things about it, like 8 CPU cores at 1.6 gigahertz.
X64.
Yeah, X64. I was reading some stuff that the graphics card might not be as good as the PS4's graphics card.
I heard they were pretty on par, actually.
I heard it was slightly not as good, but the one thing about the Xbox is it has 8 gigs of DDR3 RAM, and the PS4 has 8 gigs of DDR5, but it's actually shared RAM between the graphics and the system.
Yeah, GDDR5. No, it's
So
that's kind of old tech, actually.
that makes me think that the Xbox will be better at like multitasking, and because I know a lot of the consoles now are going to be doing a lot more multitasking, not just playing a game and then doing this. There's going to be a lot more going on at once.
Yeah.
So
This will also mean that the new Xbox will have more RAM than my computer.
yeah.
I can't have this shit.
Let me. Yeah, I had a video up of. Uh-oh.
I'm
You got some
hearing
music
things.
going on. So I had a video of some of the Illuma room I was gonna play up a little bit. I'm hearing things, I'm not seeing things though.
It's not playing on the Xbox just yet. Oh. Okay, now I've got something. I've got a black screen.
Yeah, I have a black screen as well. So this is the Illuma room thing they were showing not too long ago. Let me I'll pull that up real quick. So I don't know if you've seen this new presentation, Chris. But the new Illuma presentation showed a lot more.
Can someone post a link to where you guys are watching the thing?
I'm watching from the live page.
I mean, that's an interesting idea.
I mean, so it can display a lot of stuff on the screen, so it will take in the room, and they can display stuff specifically on the room. So when you shoot a gun, it can like kind of wobble the environment a little bit and make it look like it's moving slightly. I mean,
It requires a lot more rendering power than I think a lot of developers are going to want to do.
you think so?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
They've got to render
that's probably mine. So yeah, my Microsoft feed is playing back through.
Mine is.
There's something already out like this, those televisions that have some kind of ambience lighting on the sides.
I might have to pull it up on a different computer. Hold on, guys, one second. I gotta pull up my Xbox stream on a different computer so I can both watch and talk at the same time. Hold on one second.
I'm eating I'm eating ice cream for breakfast because I'm an adult. Can do what the fuck I want.
Let me do this. I'm going to shift position and use my main computer because I'm getting a faster stream right on that. So Forgive me, guys.
Alright.
So, hey, Chris Davis, can you link me to the stream that you're using to watch the thing?
Carlos, we're watching it from the 4pp.tv page.
Yeah, it's on the main page.
That one's delayed, bro. Right?
Refresh your feed, because I mean, I'm getting a countdown right now.
Oh, I get it.
Carlos is a doof.
He's a doof.
A doof and a half. Alright, let me pull up the... I'm pulling this up on my other computer.
Okay.
Let me...
So I watched the one at the bottom right.
Correct, the one on the bottom.
Okay. Got closed caption and shit. Man, it's fancy.
10 minutos.
Alright. Can y'all hear my extra feed that I have going on this other computer? I have it turned down a little lower.
I can't hear it.
You can?
Cannot.
Alright, good. Hopefully my mic isn't picking it up that loud.
I think it's okay.
Alright, good. Excellent. Oh, good. That means I can full screen that one. Alright, so, so yeah, I was playing that Illuma Room thing. What do y'all guys in chat think about that? So I mean, right now it's showing like you can set it to different settings. You can have like, you know, either large or small. You can have it blurry on the sides. Looks like an eyesore, really. Seems gimmicky. Y'all really don't like that? I think conceptually, like if you're playing some sort of shooter or something and you have a better peripheral vision, how does it mess with your peripheral vision? I think it adds to it. I think
again, I mean, it pulls you away from watching the TV. I think.
No, I don't. But that's the thing. Hold on. There was a section of the video. Yeah, I mean, just like look, you can do a lot of different stuff with it. So like in this section, you know, I don't think it pulls you away. I think it just gives you a little more on the outside, and they're showing what it looks like. I don't want to say it's like fully rendered, but that's what it would look like. And I know in a second they're going to show you. See it look. Then you can just get lines, so you just have a rough idea what's going on the outside. And there's a couple other things. You can have it just do like bullet spray and explosions and stuff for added. I mean, I think it would just add to the experience. I mean, that's what I'm getting out of it. But anyway,
I like how they use it for objective markers.
Yeah, I mean,
because it's not something that has to be super detailed. It's just
exactly. It just gives you a little more information on what's going on the outside.
Yeah.
And so apparently all of this is not like pre-rendered. I mean, that's what they say at the beginning of the video here. This video captured live in real time without any post-processing or what did it say? Post-processing or compositing. So I mean, apparently it is all real. That's what it's supposed to look like, and I think it has a lot of potential. And at one point they show they have like try and find it real quick. This is how they set it up. This is their prototype. It's a projector with a Kinect, and so the Kinect takes in all the room, and then so it can then know, and it can manipulate the room slightly using lighting effects. They show at one point cell shading on all of like the things in your room, stuff like that. When you're shooting, you can it will like create like ripples in like your like furniture or whatever. At one point they showed it can have physics. So they showed a grenade rolling, and then the grenade rolls out of the TV and onto your floor. At one point they show like snow falling, and snow will get stuck on like pieces of your furniture. I know it's a gimmick, but I think it has a lot of potential. Just because it's a gimmick doesn't mean it's not. It can't be good.
I mean, of course, it depends on how they use it. I mean, anything can be used to be cool, but it also can be, misused and be done for something stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd still like to see more. What else do I got on my list of stuff we can talk about? So the new Xbox It's gonna have a gigabit Ethernet cable and Wi-Fi. So finally, I'll be able to not have to plug in my Xbox. I will have the ability to use Wi-Fi on it. That was one of the things.
all the models since 2007 have
I know, but I have
in.
one of the older models, and so I mean, hopefully that wouldn't be a thing. So one of the things I also noted was from their specs is this one is going to have a Blu-ray drive, which lets me know that means it's not going to be backwards compatible unless they also have an HD DVD reader in it.
Well, I mean, it's not going to play HD DVDs.
No, that's what I'm saying. Or the type of lens that read the Xbox discs.
Well, I mean the Xbox 360, the base unit, never had an HD DVD.
Correct. It was an add-on you could buy.
Drive.
Yeah, you had to buy that little drive that you added on. Yeah, correct.
So I mean, it's still possible. But
I think they're going to be moving more towards cloud gaming though and downloading. I mean, I know the PS3 is doing that with a lot. It's not going to be backwards compatible with any of their older games, but you will be able to download all of the older games and play there in some form of.
So it'd be kind of like the virtual console for the Wii.
Yeah, essentially the virtual console.
Except much better done than the virtual console.
Of course.
Yeah, because it's hard to fuck that up.
One thing is the new way saves are going to be different, or at least they can be taken different. Saving a game, like because these consoles are more powerful, so you almost be able to have like a save state, like you can like stop a game wherever you're at and then just immediately jump into another game and jump back into that.
3DS.
Yeah, well, yeah. When you close it, it saves it. So I mean, that's one of the things I've heard. It's going to have that ability. Games will be able to install while you're playing them, so you pop in a game and just start going, and it will install in the background. That's nice.
Oh god, are you guys pumped?
Yep. And the other thing is that I don't know how they're going to use it, but this console is going to have an HDMI in, which makes me think they're going to do a lot more integration with like TV and like stuff like that, like almost making it like an entertainment console, like trying to get rid of other peripherals, which is interesting.
Yeah, that'll be their answer to Xbox TV.
Yeah,
how they'll actually have channels.
Yeah,
you'll probably buy like a basic cable box that'll be compatible with the Comcast, Time Warner, all the different ones, and you'll just run an HDMI into that, and you'll both be able to watch TV and do things on the Xbox.
Exactly. Yeah, what Zlatko the drunk said in chat, an entertainment device is what it's going to be, and like an overall, like not just video games. I mean, we've seen that in the last generation. It's not just a video game console; it's also a movie player.
Can I show my underwear again?
Sure, go for it, Carlos.
Check my underwear, dude. It's legit. I didn't even plan for this. It just happened, dude.
What else?
I'm sure the people wanted to see that, Carlos. I'm gonna be honest.
What about the controller? I mean, I don't think they're gonna change it a whole lot.
I don't think they'll change it at all.
You don't think they're gonna change it at all?
The only wrong thing with the 360 controller is the D-pad.
And so they kind of fixed that not too long ago with that new controller they released with the adjustable D-pad.
Yeah, but I heard that wasn't really that good in the end.
I only messed with it a couple times. I never actually played games with it though.
I use it daily and it works just fine.
So you have the newer one with the adjustable D-pad and it works better?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, do you think that will be standard in these newer controllers?
Yeah, I think they'll make that standard. I mean, looking at the
Carlos, Carlos isn't using a mic. He's using like a webcam mic. So yeah, he's gonna sound a little weird because Carlos doesn't have a mic.
I have one. I just need to find it.
Well, go find it real quick.
Okay, you've got 1 minute and 40 seconds.
Oh, yours is faster than mine. I have 1:45. Well, what do you think about, so yeah, like I said, they're gonna have cloud gaming. A lot of downloading games and playing them live. I mean, on live was a big deal when it first kind of came out. And now that we see it's a thing, you can stream games pretty well. I think they're gonna have a lot more game streaming.
I mean, Gaikai,
the Gaikai, that's right.
It works.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if people will really want to take advantage of that all that much.
Say that again, Carlos.
I found it.
Can you turn up your mic a little bit?
Yeah, hold on. It's plugging in.
I mean, I don't think it would like Jaeger's saying here in chat. OnLive didn't do well due to all the rural areas.
Mm-hmm.
I think broadband accessibility is still a big issue in the
that
US.
case, Jaeger, don't live there.
Yeah.
If there's not good internet, don't live there.
If I had shitty electricity, I wouldn't buy a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah. Hashtag deal with it.
What do y'all think about price?
Hi, it's Larry Herb, Xbox Live's Major Nelson here with Tina Summer for Tina. We're ready to go.
We are moments away. We are seconds away, really, from a new generation reveal of games, entertainment, and TV. And I have to say, on behalf of myself and all the other Xbox employees, we could not be more thrilled to bring you this moment.
Absolutely. Welcome to our campus.
I think they're going to launch it at 500. And then it's going to have
the wonderful, great
subscription
stuff that
option.
you are about to see. It is the one place
like
where you're going to get all
like $2.99.
Yeah, and you may be watching this on your console or Xbox.com, but we are streaming live around the world. So welcome everybody in every country that we're in. I also want to say this is just the beginning.
Yeah.
E3 is right around the corner, and we're going to be bringing you even more. But later, I see the clock going down. We've got to get going. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
We hope you enjoy the show.
What do you think? So I mean, we've been hearing those rumors about Always Online. Do you think they're still going that route?
It might.
They might.
I don't think they'll.
By bringing life.
I think they'll leave it up to the publishers. I don't think they'll
real
force it on
emotion.
every single game.
We added you.
Me.
So we got a game trailer.
Me.
Oh, it's
And 40 million of our closest friends.
And with every
Talking
person
about
we added,
Yeah.
The world we created became richer.
Filled with more joy.
So what do you think about
adrenaline,
them
and excitement.
the whole playing
And the more
used
of
games?
you we put in games.
The more of you we put in entertainment,
I think
the
they'll
better
still
they
allow
became.
used games.
We added
What
your
if there's
movements.
games for Windows Live
And my
on the
voice.
Xbox?
そして革命が始まった。
So now,
Well,
We're
that's
about to
been done
change
for a little
entertainment
while.
Yeah, a while.
Again.
Because we're going to
Actually,
take
the last
all
game
that
we
we
used, I
learned.
think, was
More than
Arkham City.
30 years of innovation and
No,
use it to
Dark Souls.
change everything.
Oh, really?
For the first time,
Dark
you
Souls?
and your TV are going to have a relationship.
it's gonna recognize
My name,
My voice.
My friend.
Have y'all heard about the
My
Xbox
family.
Mini?
My movies. Me.
Yeah, the idea that
all
you
the
can
things I
play
Love.
classic
really
Xbox.
love.
We're
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
use
Groundbreaking technology and the power of the
Well, that's not bad.
Well, it'd be
set
like
my
it'd be almost like that
imagination
Wii U,
free
or
to
that
create
mini Wii
worlds
that they
and
launched in
feelings. I
Canada,
can
where it's an
only begin
Xbox
to
360,
imagine.
We're all
but
laugh
no
more,
no
cry
drive.
more,
It just
scream
plays
more.
downloadable
And cheer more.
and streaming games.
stop just watching.
And start feeling
Alive. Alive. Alive.
alive.
Alright. Here we go. Oh, we are live. Don Matrick is on stage right now.
How much 1 second?
Good morning,
behind
everyone.
Oh, really?
On behalf of the entire team, thank you
That's
for
all good,
joining
Carlos.
us on the
Am I sounding
Microsoft
better now?
campus at
Yeah,
the
you
home of
sound better.
Xbox.
You're louder.
Okay.
I've spent my entire career in interactive entertainment, and I've never been more excited than I am today. Because today, we put you at the center of a new generation in the living room, where your games look and feel like nothing else,
Kinda looks like a
where your
grown-up
TV
greaser,
becomes
don't you
more
think?
intelligent,
Yeah, a little bit.
where all of your entertainment comes alive in one place. More than a decade ago, Xbox put the most advanced hardware
it's smarter
and
TVs.
software in the hands of creators so they could realize new visions for games. We believed in a connected future, so we made an early bet on Xbox Live, a living service that gets better each and every day. Gamers were hungry to adopt emerging technologies. And with Xbox 360, we launched the HD era of games.
Live.
You wanted more competition and bigger communities, so we doubled down on Xbox Live. With Kinect, we made you the controller. We brought you new interactive content, two-way TV,
Xbox 360?
fitness,
What is that, Carlos?
sports, and now, nearly 8 years after our launch, Xbox 360 remains a vibrant platform, continuing to lead the industry in sales. In a few short weeks at E3, we'll be sharing great news about what's next on Xbox 360. We're thankful to you and proud of our leadership position in this thriving $65 billion a year industry. Today, we look forward. Incredible shifts are happening across games and entertainment, with exciting new ways to play and have fun. Audiences are spending their time enjoying different types of content: core and casual games, live and recorded television, sports and movies. These stories are lighting up on every device, from the big screen to the tablet to the mobile phone. The living room has changed radically over the last 8 years with the addition of the cloud-powered internet, voice and gesture, and more devices. To continue to lead, we must provide compelling answers to new questions. Can we take what you love and make it better? Can we improve a living room that has become too complex, too fragmented, and too slow by harmonizing your experiences?
What do you think?
Can we offer new performance and power to inspire the world's greatest creators? Team Xbox is on a new mission.
Well, that does kind of
design and build an all-in-one system to light up a new generation of games, TV, and entertainment. It must be built for the future with hardware, software, and services that put you at the center. And at its very core, it must be simple, instant, and complete. We believe we can evolve what you love to make it decidedly better.
Carlos's audio is out.
Breakthrough innovations. So, it's time for technology to step behind the curtain and for you and your entertainment to take center stage.
Carlos, say something.
Today, we're thrilled to unveil the ultimate all-in-one home entertainment system. The one with the power to create experiences that look and feel like nothing else.
Besides this piece of bread.
The one that makes your TV more intelligent. The one system for a new generation. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Xbox One.
Xbox One.
Xbox One? Yeah, he's saying one a lot. Oh, shit.
Xbox One. Mexico only, baby.
What? Xbox One?
Not designed. Touch-based, looks like. Confirmed it's got drive and vents. How big is this damn thing?
Right? It's very shiny.
That's the Kinect.
No, that's the Xbox. Oh, that's the Kinect. Okay, yeah. It's extremely shiny. I don't know if I like that.
Okay, that's interesting. Look at that controller there.
Yeah, yours is a few seconds ahead of mine. Oh yeah, that does look weird.
It kind of looks like halfway between a Duke Xbox One controller and the current 360 controller.
The analog sticks are rigged for your pleasure.
Looks like they're incorporating the new version of the D-pad.
Yeah. And it's a straight up box.
This is it, Xbox One.
Xbox One?
That huge? Doesn't look like
it.
it.
It didn't look that big.
It looks about the size of the Xbox S.
This system is built to amaze on day one and continuously improve over the generation ahead.
Be a part of the main
in designing Xbox One,
it's bigger than the so did I, Carl. But no, it can't be because you got to be able to move it.
In every engineering
but
milestone,
I think the Xbox won't turn
corner,
on unless the Kinect is plugged
feature, the principles we followed were to be simple, instant, and complete. Please welcome Yusuf Mehdi to show some of the new experiences you'll find only on Xbox One.
Exclusive.
Thanks, Don. Good morning. How you guys doing? Here at Xbox, it's no secret that we love gaming. We love the immersive worlds, the epic battles, and the thrill of competing with our friends. With Xbox One, you're going to experience a new generation of gaming like you've never seen before. And you're going to see that in a little bit and a lot more at E3. For now, though, I want to show you how we're going to take that passion for gaming and apply it to your entire TV experience. Join me over here in front of the new Xbox and Kinect. Now let me set up the aspiration. What if a single device could provide all your entertainment? And what if that device could turn on your TV and talk to all of the devices in your living room?
So it's going to have
always ready and connected
with Pornhub? Is that it?
Well, now it's all going to begin with two simple words. Xbox on.
Startup sequence. Pretty fast.
Yeah.
And it's that simple. Xbox One instantly recognizes me and gets me to my own personal home screen. No more manual login. No more waiting on system or game updates.
Well, yeah, they're still going to make it blocky
since
it's the Xbox.
As you can see, has a familiar interface. But let me point out for you a couple of unique differences. First of all, it'll remember what I was last doing. So, for example, here in the center of the screen, you can see I was playing one of my favorite racing games. This one here is just one of the new, amazing Xbox One exclusives you're about to hear a lot more about.
Oh, so
you can also see I was listening to some music by Deadmau5 and watching a movie. Now, like many of you, I also discovered new entertainment based on what my friends like. And for that, we created a new area called Trending. Here I get a snapshot of what is popular in the entertainment world, both with my friends and with the entire Xbox Live community. Of course, I can still browse the great content I've come to love on Xbox, such as games, TV and movies, and music. Xbox Go Home. Now that you've seen the start screen and home experience, let's do what millions of people do every day when they turn on their TV.
Apparently Nick is
Guess what? They watch TV. It sounds simple and obvious, and it should be, but today it isn't because of the need to change inputs to get to live
Xbox
TV.
One, Nick.
All that is going to change with Xbox One.
Yeah.
Let me show you.
Ask him to join us.
Xbox. Watch TV.
Yeah, he's eating lunch on it. If you want to jump on Google Plus, you can join us, Nick.
I'm watching live TV.
Wow. Say Xbox TV in it. Hey, that's how
now
the
here
TV
in Seattle, I'm a Comcast
That's
subscriber, so this is the programming available in my area. But hold on. Let me show you how we're going to take live TV and make it not only integral to the Xbox, but also incredibly useful through a great new feature called Instant Switching.
Insta-switch.
Xbox, game. Go to TV. Go to music.
Yeah, your stream's like a second or two ahead of mine, Chris.
Watch TV. Yes, that fast. Did you see how instant that was?
That's what I was saying. It's going to be, like I said, it's going to have better RAM. It's just going to be able to multitask a lot better.
Oh, nice. Watch TV.
I mean, I don't know how much I'm going to use those features.
Watch movie.
But
switching between live TV and all my games entertainment is now as fast as switching channels on your TV remote. Now, you've already seen how simple it is to use your hands to navigate through the Xbox One. But we're going to create a new set of universal gestures
maybe in the future,
to control your entire TV experience. Gestures such as grab and pan.
The only thing that sucks is they're using IE.
Let me show you one of my favorites. Here's an example of how I can get easily back to my home screen from anywhere in the system. I simply spread my hands, grab the screen, and I'm back home. And if I want to get back to my movie, I grab, and I'm back to the movie. And again,
that's pretty cool.
This is not only now simple, but it makes it instant to get
watch a
what you
movie
want.
and also
now,
mess
have you ever
around on your
wanted to do
dashboard.
more than one thing at a time when you're watching TV?
Yeah, I mean.
Of course you have. On Xbox One, the ability to do multiple things at once on your TV is now a reality. Introducing Snap Mode for the Xbox. Xbox, Snap Internet Explorer. With Snap Mode, I can run multiple programs alongside one another and easily interact between them without having to shut one down and start up another. Xbox, Favorites. Star Trek. Okay, so right now I'm watching Star Trek, and I've heard great things about the sequel, Star Trek Into Darkness. So now I can use Internet Explorer and my cell phone as a remote control, for example, to watch a trailer, and I can even navigate to find movie times and buy tickets. And again, at any given time now, if I want to go home, I just grab, and I'm home. All right.
I don't think
Now
I'd be
I'd like to
buying
introduce for
movie
you
tickets on my
another
Xbox, though.
amazing thing you can do on your Xbox.
That's just that's not something I'm ready
Skype
for.
on Xbox One connects you to family and friends in ways you aren't going to find on other TVs. Not only will you get Skype experiences in widescreen HD with the best living room camera
Skype's
available,
cool.
but only on Xbox
But I mean, once again,
will you
I don't
be
think
able
I'm
to
gonna
do group
use it that
video
much.
calls on your TV. Let's take a look at Skype in Snap mode.
I still haven't even ordered a pizza.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and grab my
yeah, I
movie
haven't
and
ordered a
zoom back
pizza
to
either.
it. And to help you show it off, I've asked my friend DJ, one of the members on our sports team, to call in and help me demonstrate. And right on cue, DJ calls in.
Oh, are you going to be able to
Xbox.
do like what you originally
Answer
could with the
call.
Xbox, where you could watch with a party?
Yeah, what they done.
Hey DJ, thank you for
the
calling
party
in to
mode,
help me show off
That
Skype and
I
Snap
kind of
mode.
missed that. I kind of enjoyed
Looks
doing
like you're
that
working pretty hard out
sometimes.
there.
Hey Yusuf, thanks for having me. I'm happy to do it.
Now
You know,
that
it
this
looks like
is
you're doing
integral,
okay
I think I
yourself.
might use this.
I'm looking forward to you showing off the great work we're doing with our partners at ESPN.
Well, as a matter of fact, that's what's coming up next. So why don't you sit back and enjoy it?
That's great. Just make sure when you get to fantasy, you show the real version. You
No,
know,
I haven't,
The one where
Shipwrecker.
I'm in first place.
Yeah. Skype in call. Let me go ahead though and show you that Xbox sports offering that DJ was talking about. Xbox, watch ESPN.
I wonder if it's going to be that responsive.
All right, let me set up
like
the scene
you don't
here.
even have to
Imagine
use
I'm at home
a command to
watching
start
an
up the
NBA
connect.
game during the
like,
regular
listening.
season. But if you're like me, I like to
So he
keep
did
up
it
with my
there. So
fantasy
I'm
team.
confused as sometimes
now
he has
I can do
to
those
first
instead of having to pull out necessarily a
Xbox
separate
do
device.
this, but then sometimes he
when
just
my
says it
player
and it
scores
does
here
it.
like LeBron, I automatically get an
Might be
alert
tuned
that
in for
just
certain
pops up on the TV,
keywords,
and I can
at least
say
for the
Xbox,
purposes of this
show
demonstration.
fantasy.
What, Nick?
And now I get my fantasy
Yep.
players right alongside. Really one of my favorites here. And that Stats Update
That's cool
Live.
if you're into
But in
fantasy
addition, I can
football
go
or
ahead and
fantasy
check out league
basketball. That's pretty
standings.
cool.
And you can see,
That'd
here's where I
be super
passed
helpful.
DJ with that score from LeBron. Always good when you're doing the demo. And in addition, I can go ahead here and have a nice thing called Featured Highlights. So I can see clips of my favorite players when they've done things, even if I'm not there. So let me throw this one to the full screen. Here's my center, Tyson Chandler. And here's how he helps me dominate the fantasy league with plays like that. Always very nice. All right, now what you're seeing, though, is just one example of what we can do with live TV. But can you imagine what we could do with the Super Bowl or the Golden Globes or even with political debates with this ability to have interactive TV? All right, finally, let's tackle what I think is the biggest challenge with watching TV. Anybody? For me, it's finding what to watch and keeping up with it. Introducing the Xbox One Guide.
That runs on Bing. It has to.
Xbox, show the guide. Now you can find, discover, and watch TV in 3 powerful new ways.
It's a TV
Voice
guide.
control, search, and navigation.
That's not that
Favorites
impressive.
and trending. With the
What about
Xbox
the
One
games?
Guide, I see all my
Yeah,
local
where the
TV
games at,
listings
brah?
right through my Xbox.
We'll get to
And I
that
can
in a
use my
second.
voice to check out what's on. Xbox, Today Show.
But who wants to watch the Today
Watch
Show? on
Sci-Fi Channel.
Idiots.
Watch MTV. What's on HBO? Pretty cool, huh? Let's see that again. Mary and Martha.
They
Watch
must have
CBS.
really upped the voice recognition tech.
Yeah, that's
Show
what
the
I'm saying.
guide.
It seems like it's like you're super fucking snappy
See how
at
easy that
responding
is?
to you.
No more memorizing channels or hunting for remote control. The next thing I want to show you is how I stay on top of all of the series that I love to follow.
That's I was talking about it's going to be better
Favorites.
at multitasking, but that's kind of ridiculous
The
how
favorites
fast it
area
is.
is an easy way to keep up with all the TV shows that I like to watch. All I have to do is pin the content in one convenient place. It's a lot like having my own personal channel. And finally, there's one of the areas I like the most. Xbox Trending. Trending gives me a glance at what everyone in the Xbox Live community is watching. I like how current it is. It's up to the minute. From here, I can instantly jump into the most popular shows. But trending isn't just for live TV. There's also
That's
a
pretty
section
cool
for
if it's-
video on demand.
if it's actually
so I
what
can see
people
what
are
people
watching, if
liking,
it's actually
no matter
a-
what
like
time
a-
zone it's in.
What's the word I'm
Xbox,
looking for?
go
If it's
home.
actually like numbers based on what people are watching,
So
and that's
there you
what
have it.
pulls up. That's pretty
The
cool.
all-in-one system where it all comes together.
But the problem is, you're just
Games,
going to get a lot
movies,
of whatever's
music,
currently
web,
big, like
and now,
whatever
Skype
TV,
and
like
live
Game of
TV.
Thrones is going to show up a lot.
The
I
one
don't know
place
if
where
Game of
you
Thrones
are now
is
at the
since
center
it's
of your
HBO,
entertainment.
but you know what I'm saying.
The one place where it's simple and instant to connect with your friends. This is the beginning of a new generation of games and entertainment. This is the beginning of truly intelligent TV. Now I'd like to welcome Mark Whitten to the stage to show you the magic and science that makes all of this possible behind the Xbox One. Thank you.
Thanks, Yusuf.
You're welcome.
At Xbox, we're focused on how you play and how you're entertained. We're driven to build a future-proof system that brings together the cloud, smart devices, new content, and new ways to interact with all of your entertainment.
Cool.
Yusuf just showed you intelligent TV and the high performance of Xbox One. There's an amazing amount of technology that enables all
They
that
always
you've
say
just
this
seen.
stuff, though. Like, they're
I'm
always
thrilled to be
like,
the one
oh,
to
it's
show
going to have
you
this,
under
this,
the
this,
hood
and this.
and
And
give
it's
you a
like
taste of what
mediocre
powers
in
the new
comparison.
Xbox. There are 3 ambitious investments that we made to drive a new generation of entertainment. First, there's the console and the revolutionary Xbox One architecture. Second, advances with the most important input devices, Kinect, the controller, and Smart Glass. And third, Xbox Live, reinvented by the power of the cloud. So starting with our system, it's connected and ready. It's an elegant design that meets the needs of the new
Smart
generation.
Glass.
The heart of that system is raw power.
You see that one picture? Like, the whole like top half of the
transistors and
Xbox is
512
like a
megs of
big
RAM in the
like
Xbox
vent.
360 to over 5 billion
Like
transistors
half of the
and
top,
8
like see
gigabytes
right
of
there,
RAM
like
in
half of the
Xbox
top
One.
of the Xbox is a vent.
USB 3.0, Wi-Fi Direct, a Blu-ray drive, a native 64-bit architecture, and variable power states.
Yeah.
All while delivering practically
USB
silent
3.0.
operation. This is a modern, powerful box engineered to deliver
HDMI
now
yeah.
and well into
USB
the future.
3.0 is cool.
But it's how we marshal that power. How we create the system that works to deliver the world's greatest games and provides the flexibility to power entirely new, connected experiences. To do this, we've brought technology from across Microsoft to create an industry first. The soul of the new system is the Xbox One architecture. 3 operating systems in one.
3 OSs?
The first is the best of our Xbox operating system, made even better by providing deep and instant access to the hardware so that creators have no limits in harnessing the power of Xbox One for cinematic realism. The second is the kernel of Windows, providing consistent access to web-powered applications and experiences. Flexible, powerful, simple.
Yeah,
The
Windows.
third connects these 2 operating systems to create instant switching, multitasking, and effortless control. Only Microsoft
So
and
they have an
Xbox
OS
could bring this
dedicated
level
to
of power,
switching and
performance, and
multitasking?
sophistication to the living room.
I mean, I guess that's why
And
it's pretty
it
quick.
changes everything. The Xbox One architecture enables the new experiences that you just saw from Yusuf. There's no waiting. You can switch to your game like it's a TV
Yeah, but the question
channel
is, what
flip. You can
games are they
snap
going to
Internet
have?
Explorer in the new Star
I mean,
Trek
we've seen
movie.
so many exclusives from Xbox this year.
But how did the TV know Yusuf and react to his
Games
voice?
reveal coming at E3.
We're bringing a new Kinect sensor
they're
paired
gonna
with
be
every
only showing off
Xbox
a
One,
handful of
which
stuff
puts
right
you
now.
at the
No, I
center
realize
of
it,
your
but I'm
entertainment.
saying is
Kinect is
recently they haven't
completely
had
redesigned
any
to respond instantly
big
to you,
Xbox
your
exclusives.
voice, and your gestures. Voice is now more conversational. It's faster, and it supports the entire family. And our new proprietary time of flight measures the time about
The
13
Xbox is a
billionths of a
1080p
second
camera.
that it takes individual
Kinect is a
photons to bounce
1080p
off of you
camera.
to create unprecedented accuracy and precision. Over 2 gigabits of data per second to understand your world. This is rocket
Photons.
science level stuff. Games and applications will create new experiences like you've never seen before.
That's kind of ridiculous.
3 years ago,
Rocket
Kinect
science
ushered in a
level
new
stuff.
capability to make you the controller. Let's take a peek at the power behind the next generation Kinect sensor. We started with the ability to see your world.
Shut up, Nick.
Now that world is crisp, it's clear and beautiful. A 1080p, wider field view capture of your world. As you saw with Yusuf's Skype call, Kinect's camera and Skype offer the
probably 30
best shared
frames a second.
communication experience in the living
Yeah.
room. In 2010, Kinect layered in an analog understanding of how you move. But in 2013, we revolutionized this capability. There are more joints, and now, for the first time, understanding the slightest rotation of a wrist or a shoulder. We understand your balance, the transfer of weight from one foot to another, the energy of emotion.
That's pretty crazy. Like I
When
said,
you're
it's going to be able to
exercising, it
handle
can
more
read your
depth
heartbeat.
perception and stuff like that.
This is human control for a human
Articulate
experience.
fingers, that would help.
Yeah, that would help. But I
Now, we
still
wouldn't
don't
bring you
see
next-generation
how this is
gameplay
going to
without
be used.
innovating
though.
on our controller.
Yeah, it's great for like
For
exercise.
the new
like,
generation, we're taking the
experience, like,
world's
stuff
best
and,
controller,
you
and
know,
we're making
whatever,
it
but
better.
I don't see how it's going to be
The
working
Xbox
gaming.
One controller is updated with over 40 design innovations. It features updated
triggers look
ergonomics
different.
and an integrated battery compartment
Slightly,
that
yeah.
just fits better for gamers
Also,
of
the
all
back
ages.
doesn't have that battery
New
pack. It's
dynamic
flat.
impulse triggers allow creators
That
to
big
program
flat
feedback
box.
directly into the
wireless
triggers.
controller. There's not going to be a
And
wired
a newly
option.
designed D-pad
No,
creates
there-
precision for
yeah,
immersive
maybe.
gaming.
There's
This
a
is
connector
your
on the top,
controller,
I guess, where you would plug it
designed
in.
by gamers, for gamers, for the next generation. And we can't talk about input innovation without Smart Glass.
Is that top thing a home button, or is there not
we
a home
unveiled
button?
Smart Glass to enable your
So
devices
it looks like
to
there's a
work together with
multitasking
your
button
Xbox.
and like a menu button.
Your tablet can instantly become a remote control and a deep companion
The
experience.
left button, it looks like it's a
We've had over
multitasking
10
button.
million downloads of Smart Glass for the Xbox 360. But with this new generation, your smart device will behave like it's born to work with Xbox One because it's natively part of the platform. Kinect, controller, Smart Glass. Innovative, familiar devices to control your experience your way. But the real magic is what happens when all of these devices work together to create all new experiences. The new Kinect sensor is the binding power between these devices.
Tell me the real
When you press
magic.
power on or volume up, when you change the channel on your Smart Glass device, Kinect seamlessly makes it work.
Xbox.
When you pick up your controller, Kinect recognizes you and the controller, and it gets you into your latest game save instantly. Speak, and your troops follow your commands. Raise your controller, and a virtual shield follows. Your devices work in harmony to create a lag-free, instant, and complete experience.
Lag-free? I'm not believing that shit.
To truly evolve the next generation of games and entertainment, you need access to the most powerful entertainment service. The new Xbox Live is built on Xbox One to amplify an all-new generation. Based on the same membership you have today,
What is it?
but now more powerful, more personal, and more intelligent. When we launched Xbox Live in 2002, it was powered by 500 servers. With the advent of the 360,
not
that
gonna be
number
free,
had grown to
Carlos.
over 3,000. Today, 15,000 servers power the modern Xbox Live experience. But this year, we will have more than 300,000 servers for Xbox One, more than the entire
That's a
world's
lot.
computing power in 1999. Let's talk about the
And that's probably
experiences
gonna lead
enabled with all
into
that
cloud
power.
gaming.
Yeah.
Your content is available and it's stored in
I
the
told you it'd
cloud
be
so you
there.
can access your movies, your music, your games, your saves, anytime, anywhere. As you've seen today, Live brings all new experiences, including Skype and what's trending across games and entertainment, and of course, intelligent TV. And playing games is brought to a whole new level. Just imagine. You will now have a dedicated game DVR to capture and access your magic moments and save them to the cloud. With our native editing and sharing tools, you'll have the most amazing bragging rights on Xbox Live. Achievements become dynamic and changing. They tell your personal story of how you play, not just what you've done. You will play richer matches with the future of matchmaking. And our new asynchronous capability will allow you to search for your perfect match in your favorite game while you play another game, while you watch a movie, or while you browse the web. And finally, game developers can take advantage of our worldwide multi-data center infrastructure to drive direct game computation. This means bigger matches with more players. It means living and persistent worlds.
Matches? Actually going to pass up a 24-player limit? Oh, God.
There you have it. The breakthrough Xbox One architecture. Next generation inputs anchored by Kinect, and a completely redefined Xbox Live. You've seen how we've built it, but the real magic happens when you put that power in the hands of the world's greatest creators. I'm proud to introduce Andrew Wilson from Electronic Arts.
Oh, and here we look at the EA Sports lineup.
Of course.
EA Sports.
Today marks the beginning of a brand new, broad, strategic partnership between EA and Microsoft. In the months ahead, we will share many of the details of this very special relationship. But for today, I want to start with the world's first look at EA Sports on Xbox One. We share a common vision with Microsoft that games should be intelligent, dynamic, connected, rich with emotion, and most importantly, fun. We're developing 4 games for Xbox One that are all of this and much, much more. FIFA, Madden NFL, NBA Live, and UFC.
Well, they're actually going to come out with an NBA Live this year.
Of course.
Well, they have it for the pads too.
All 4 will launch in the next 12 months. All 4 will be revolutionary.
Why are they so excited for this?
And all 4 will fundamentally change the way you play. Best of all, this new generation will be powered by EA Sports Ignite, an all-new game engine that we're unveiling for the very first time today.
It's not Frostbite? I'm surprised.
EA Sports Ignite is designed specifically to help us blur the line between real and virtual. For us, creating a new engine started by examining what defines sports at the highest level. Instincts and decision-making, human intelligence, speed and agility, true play emotion, dynamic environments that impact how the game is played, living worlds. This is the essence of sports. Let's hear from some of the best athletes in the world.
I don't want to hear from some of the best athletes in the world.
The mind is what makes us all different.
Show me the fucking game.
Everyone can hit the gym, but the way we think is what makes us all individuals.
And here we go!
These guys, not only they
Yeah, whoever's typing, we're getting a lot of that.
but they're also
I'm hearing a lot of it, at least. Carlos.
I got to pay attention to the way the D line lines up, how the linebackers are shifted over.
We can barely hear Carlos speaking, but we can hear him typing.
The corners are cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, cover 88. I go on for days with that stuff, and it is a really mental game, but you just got to make sure you don't get psyched out about it.
Creo que hoy en día el fútbol es
RG3.
cada vez más físico, cada vez más contacto, y creo que tener una buena preparación física
Xbox. Turn on
y ser
PS4.
ágil en momentos puntuales para intentar de poder esquivar el contacto físico es importante.
When I square up on somebody, I usually just look at their feet, and you know what I've learned is the lower.
Yeah,
the lower
it does
you
look
are,
good. I'm not.
The further you can go. You're going full speed. You're at an angle.
Oh.
They can't stay with you.
I remember walking out to that arena.
It still looks
there's
better.
Like these black curtains, and there's this guy, Burt Watson, in the back. He's like the hype man. He's like, let's
Yeah, I
go,
can agree
baby.
with
It's
that.
your time. It's your time.
With that, Gray Fox. No streakers, no buy.
When the curtains open up, and you just see everybody. Cameras flashing. It's just such a rush.
The wait's over, guys.
El ambiente, sobre todo cuando juegas de local y partido grande, es muy lindo. Viví muchos partidos de eso, muchos mosaicos, como se dice, que fueron espectaculares. Una sensación muy linda eso.
What we heard there is that sports are as much about your head as your feet or your hands. We've built new technology that allows players in the game to make decisions with 4 times more calculations per second. They'll have a greater field of vision and the ability to make smart decisions with awareness, anticipation, and context. This advanced processing power creates human-like intelligence. We heard that beating your opponent is about inches and angles. That's why we're delivering 10 times more animation, depth, and detail. This level of fidelity powers how players will plant, pivot, cut with speed, how they will win with true play emotion. We also heard that athletes are fueled by the roar of the crowd. Our games are now living worlds with 3D crowds, dynamic sidelines, and on Xbox Live, a daily stream of new content that impacts the game as you play.
Who cares about the 3D
We're
crowd?
inspired by the revolutionary Xbox One, and we know gamers will be too. We have much, much more to reveal from across EA very soon, including exclusive content for the most popular mode in the most popular sports game in the world, Ultimate Team in FIFA 14. And only on Xbox.
No idea.
What?
Look for more details on that later this year. But for now, let me show you how our EA Sports games will look and play on Xbox One.
Thank you. Show us the fucking content. Are you saying this is an engine?
Maybe.
Alright, first gameplay video.
Oh.
I can see the pixels.
That I mean, if that's in game, that does look good.
Yeah, it does. Oh, and to think, 10 years ago, Final Fantasy cinematics looked just as good as this.
Right?
Give it back.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Phil Spencer.
It is in the game.
We've joined forces with the industry's premier publishers to bring exclusives, to bring content first to Xbox, and to make our platform the best place to create. This is a commitment unlike any previous generation. I believe the groundbreaking technology at the heart of Xbox One will broaden the landscape and canvas for the storyteller and enhance the experience for the gamer, making games more immersive, more personal, and more connected than ever before. As the head of Microsoft Studios, I oversee the work of talented creative teams around the globe. These teams are hard at work right now using all the power of Xbox One to build original content and break new ground in game creation and gameplay, to amaze you and your friends and your family, and to showcase the unique capabilities of our platform. That means all of you Xbox fans will get more new, innovative games than ever before, along with all your favorite franchises reimagined for a new generation. Let's take a look at one of those blockbuster exclusive franchises now. A franchise that has embodied innovation, quality, and visual excellence. This is Forza Motorsport 5 running on Xbox One.
Okay.
Use of war.
Not exactly.
God damn it.
Let's fly through, show us what's inside the car.
Here they come, rolling into the final corner. Leave nothing out there. You've got to be going for it there. It's going to be the Master. The Master has beaten him on the inside. I simply can't believe it. What a pass. Last corner, it's now or never. Is here.
Is it pretty?
Yeah, it looks nice.
Turn 10 Studios have taken the very best of Xbox One to redefine what we can expect.
Just Xbox. It's like the PlayStation and the PS1.
Racing game. Forza Motorsport 5 will be available at launch, and we can't wait to show you more at E3.
Okay.
For many of us, the thrill of gaming is defined by those first ever game experiences. The first time you earned an achievement. The first time you took your Xbox to a friend's house to play multiplayer in Halo. The first time you painted your car in Forza and traded it online. I've seen how developers are using the magic of the platform to deliver new first ever experiences.
Forza?
Cloud-powered games that change based on the actions of the community. Multiplayer, multi-device gameplay tailored to the unique capabilities of your device. Visuals so real, you'll see the imperfections and effects of time, weather, and wear and tear on the world around you.
I still don't know how they're going to do that. Like,
let me share a glimpse of the future of gaming from a studio that invented the hallmark gameplay technique, bullet time, and garnered numerous Game of the Year awards with Max Payne and Alan Wake. Remedy are world-class storytellers. They have created a revolutionary entertainment experience that weaves a cinematic action of intense gameplay with the tension and drama of scripted television, creating a world
drowned out by the audio.
Has a direct impact on the other. The actions you take and
yeah,
the
turn down the other
choices you
feed. I
make
mean, we're not
shape your experience
streaming over.
as the
We're
story
streaming at the same
unfolds.
time. So I mean,
this is Quantum Break.
Quantum Break. It's not Alan Wake 2. I don't like this.
Do you think it's safe where we're going?
Yeah, Peyton, I do.
Okay, sweetheart. Let's pack it in.
It looks amazing.
Hey. What is it that makes you so different?
Who says let's pack it in?
Pretty sure.
Thank you, Kathleen.
That's the bridge from Alan Wake.
Is it?
I think. Looks like it was at one time. Now it ain't no more.
From now on, every cutscene in games will be like videos, like it was back in like the 90s.
Time is the fire, which we burn. Monarch Security? Does this take place in the Venture Brothers universe?
To jumpstart this new generation of development, Microsoft Studios is investing more than ever in studios around the world to create new and original IP for Xbox One. In fact, we have more titles in development now than at any other time in Xbox history. I'm proud to announce that Microsoft Studios plans to release more than 15 exclusive games in the first year of Xbox One, 8 of which are brand new franchises.
Okay.
In the first, but 15, I guess, in the first, I guess that's not horrible.
We believe that the television screen remains the most relevant,
not 15 this year, in the first year. So by the
Xbox One will make your games and TV come to life in ways that haven't been possible until now. To tell us more about our mission to transform television, please welcome the head of Xbox Entertainment Studios, Nancy Tellem.
Tell us more.
Thank you, Phil. It's really a thrill to be here. During my years at CBS and Warner Brothers, I was fortunate to work with some of the best creative talent in entertainment. Among our many achievements was the CSI franchise and Survivor, television shows that offer proof that innovation is about breaking the rules and betting on the power of invention. Today, we stand at the threshold of another great era of groundbreaking television. Xbox is expanding the canvas and conceiving a whole new art form for the creator, for the viewer, for the community, and the industry. Until now, the television viewing experience has been a one-way street for the viewer. But now that's about to change. TV on Xbox will immerse you, enabling you to virtually jump into the action whenever you desire. For the first time ever, TV will be truly personalized.
No, I don't think they're done with
games,
games, Nick. I think they're just taking a break from them.
Providing recommendations with amazing precision. And only on Xbox will TV become social in ways unknown to us today, driven and shaped by the community of tens of millions on Xbox Live.
Social.
Xbox is about to become the next.
If you're worried about games,
cooler.
I think we're about to get.
And this is only Act 1.
We're going to see a trailer for
At
Call
this
of Duty
very
Ghosts.
moment,
That.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be. Isn't that an
Los
exclusive?
Angeles, Seattle, Vancouver, and London
I think it's going to be exclusive.
are using the magic and science of Xbox to rethink dramas.
It'll always come out on Xbox
comedies,
first.
Competition shows, sports, live events,
I know, like Watch Dogs
and
will be on
digital
PS3
shorts.
first before Xbox.
And one of our first and most important projects starts close to home. Halo, one of the foundations on which Xbox was built, has been played for billions of hours by tens of millions of fans. Please welcome my friend
Social integration
and head of 343 Industries, Bonnie Ross.
It's going to be red versus blue.
I did see Jack Pattillo when I started this.
Thank you, Nancy. For me, Halo has always been more than a game. It's an amazing experience that takes place in a rich and deeply connected sci-fi universe. A universe in which we can tell hundreds of stories. We tell these stories through our games, our novels, and most recently, our award-winning web series, Forward Unto Dawn. At 343, we put a lot of thought into how we want to evolve storytelling on Xbox One. As a huge fan of television shows like Breaking Bad, Band of Brothers, and my personal favorite, Game of Thrones, it's been inspiring to see television become a medium to bring the scope and scale of ever more ambitious worlds and adventures to life. I'm excited by the potential of merging the storytelling magic of television with the interactive innovation of Xbox One. So, today, along with Nancy, I'm thrilled to announce a live-action Halo television series, created in partnership with 343 Industries and one of the best storytellers of all time, Mr. Steven Spielberg.
What? Thank you, Nancy. And congratulations to the entire team on the tremendous
Spielberg
future of Xbox. I wish I could be there with you today in person, but like all of you here today, I've been playing games for decades. And I even started playing Pong in 1974.
You fucking nerds,
and over the years, that experience has exploded from the simple pixels of Pong to worlds that are as immersive as, and certainly more physically interactive, than those portrayed on the silver screen. And those stories have gotten more compelling as the technology has certainly improved. And so for me, the Halo universe is an amazing opportunity to be at that intersection where technology and myth-making meet to produce something really groundbreaking. And I'm incredibly excited about the great journey we're all on.
He does sound a little bit like Jeff Bridges.
And wonders that Halo will take us on. Thank you.
We are really excited to bring the world of Halo to Xbox as a premium television series. Thanks, Bonnie. Now, before I leave, there's one more piece of news that I'd like to share. For years now, the leading edge of interactive TV on Xbox has been live sports. We've invented new ways for fans around the world to enjoy the games and teams they love. So we're determined to deliver even more innovation to make Xbox your home for sports. It's my honor to introduce a game-changing partnership with the most popular league in the United States. This alliance will not only change the fans' viewing experience, but transform the sport itself.
We're doing NFL?
Yep. We've always innovated on the field by trying to make our game more exciting, to make the experience better for our fans. Whether they're home, watching on television,
how much? What are they
going to
do with it? Is it going to be streaming stuff? Like, what is it going to be?
Experience for our fans in that stadium.
All the games
Microsoft
that,
over the last 30 years has brought great technology that empowers people around the globe. We're continuing that tradition with Xbox to bring new features, new functionality to people using all the assets of the company.
So,
You've never been to a football game,
how
Carlos?
will this experience be better on the Xbox for NFL fans?
With Xbox, we're going to have exclusive content that we will use with Smart Glass. with Connect, with some of the innovations our creative teams are doing to bring fantasy football to life, to be able to interact with others, to do things using all the devices in your living room as you're participating with your friends. So it's going to be a really rich palette for us to create.
So it's going to be easier to play fantasy football with this device and a better experience.
Imagine your NFL team integrated with your large screen TV. This is going to be the first time with our partnership that Xbox and the NFL can bring a live broadcast and a real-time fantasy experience where people can see their fantasy league stats snap to the broadcast. When your favorite player scores a touchdown, it updates your fantasy league status, and it will allow you to also reach out to your friends, make a Skype call, and openly taunt the success you're enjoying that your friends aren't. Using the combined assets that we have to make the stadium experience, to make the in-home experience great, that's what our opportunity is.
Well, when we look for partners, we look for the best. And from a technology standpoint, Xbox, Microsoft, there's no one better. Now fans are going to be able to experience football in a way they've never experienced it before. You're going to change the game of football in a way that is just going to be so dramatic and help us really make the game carry into the next century.
There's a shitload of people out there that will watch
it.
That's true.
This partnership will redefine NFL experiences for the fan through exclusive and interactive content that you'll find only on Xbox. And it will also change the game for coaches and players through Microsoft technology on the sideline. The NFL on Xbox, just one more reason Xbox One is a must-have system for your living room. I want to thank you for joining us today. We have an ambitious vision for Xbox One to become the all-in-one system for every living room. The one system you're going to use and love every single day. The place where your games, TV, and entertainment come alive. Today, you've seen how we're transforming TV experiences.
My God, he is.
We've shared the magic and science behind our system, and you've tasted a
it
new
was
generation
not even an hour
of games
long.
powered by Xbox
like 2
One.
hours.
We've welcomed Steven Spielberg
like an hour and
to
a
the
half,
Halo universe with the Halo TV series and celebrated an historic partnership with the NFL. I'm pleased to announce that we'll be launching Xbox One
Did y'all see Sony's tweet today?
around the world later this year.
No, what is it?
They were like, you're...
It's launching this year. Oh, probably November.
They said that they're like, here's this thing because, you know, it's a slow news day.
But this is just the beginning. We can't wait to share the next chapter of our story in a couple of weeks at E3. There, you'll be seeing an incredible lineup of blockbuster games, including many exclusives that you'll find only on Xbox One. As we set our sights to the future, I'd like to leave you today by presenting a world premiere from one of gaming's great franchises. They helped define excellence on Xbox 360.
Yeah.
They found their home with our Xbox Live community, and they are the #1 series in games today and one of the biggest franchises in entertainment history. And just like on Xbox 360, all downloadable content for Call of Duty will launch exclusively first on Xbox One. Please welcome Activision Publishing CEO Eric Hirshberg.
It's all about that duty, Carlos.
Thank you, Don. It's great to be here. This is a
fun.
huge day, not just for gaming, but for all of entertainment. Now, just to be clear, I am
Gray,
the
it's not a
last
fake
human
crowd,
speed
they're
bump
just fake
standing between
cheers.
you and seeing the world premiere of the next generation of Call of Duty up on that screen in a couple of minutes.
You know
So
the
knowing
people
my
that are there
audience
aren't
as I
cheering.
do,
They're like on their
I'm gonna
fucking
try to get to it
laptops.
as fast as possible.
They're like writing
I think everyone
shit.
was expecting us to play it
They
safe
probably
this
just
year
bought.
and simply
They bring
make
in a bunch
Call
of
of Duty
people
Modern Warfare 4.
who were. I don't know.
But we didn't want to do the safe thing.
But
we wanted to do the right thing.
And so they cheer for
And that meant eliminating as many
Yeah.
creative restrictions as possible
Like
so that our developers could create an entirely new Call of Duty for the next generation. And that's exactly what we're going to deliver with Call of Duty Ghosts.
Firing him from Modern Warfare 2.
An entirely new world, an entirely new narrative, an entirely new cast of characters,
So we're gonna have
all
like 10
built on
minutes
our
of Call
new
of Duty?
next-gen Call of Duty engine.
I think we're just getting
Call of Duty set the gold standard for first-person action in the current gen, and make no mistake, we're going to do it again with Call of Duty Ghosts for the next gen. We've had a camera crew inside our iconic studio, Infinity Ward, capturing the creative process as the vision for this game is unfolded. And we wanted you to be the first to go behind the scenes and take a look at what they've been up to.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Show us the fucking game.
Here at Infinity Ward, we've had a great time crafting the benchmark
Nobody
of modern
wants
day
to
shooter
see
on
that.
current gen. And we're really excited that we get to be the studio that brings Call of Duty into the next generation. We have a whole new story with brand new characters, completely new world, and this is powered by a new next-gen engine that gives us amazing graphic fidelity and really innovative new ways to play the game. So what we wanted to do is create a cast of characters that you really felt more emotionally attached to. We had the opportunity to work with Stephen Gaghan. This is the guy that won an Oscar for writing Traffic. He wrote and directed Syriana.
What they really wanted in this game, in Call of Duty Ghosts, is they wanted emotional reality. You know, they wanted these characters to feel real, to feel like real people.
So the story opens up with a mass event. America is crippled. Our military forces are devastated. Our government's in disarray. And as the player, you are actually the underdog, fighting back against these superior forces. So the team you're a part of is formed from the remnants of all of the U.S. Special Forces.
Ghosts are a super elite fighting force, to like the Spartans all the way through SEAL Team 6. They've adopted every technique that's useful for modern, urban, guerrilla-style fighting.
One of the fascinating new additions to your squad is a dog. We've had dogs in Call of Duty before, but never like this. This is someone you care about. This is a squad member. He does everything from sniffing out explosives to protecting the team. So with this next Call of Duty, being in a new world, on a whole new storyline, one of the things that we wanted to do to support that was create a new engine.
Our goal of this game is to make brand new next-gen characters and weapons that's never been seen before in a Call of Duty game. We have a new tech in the game, Sub-D. The idea is the closer you get to it, the more it tries to maintain any curvature that you see. This is very helpful on weapons, helmets for characters, and it makes a huge difference for visual fidelity of what the player sees from a distance as well as close up.
With a new next-gen console, this is an opportune time for us to reinvent the experience that we deliver. It's important to keep our core philosophies about gameplay drives
Yes,
tech.
J-Sky, there's going to be downloadable golden dog armor. It's only $5.
The first things that come to mind is immersion. We have a new mantle system so that when you're running quickly and you hit a wall, you get this nice boom, you hit it and you leap and you go and you just maintain your momentum. But we have the lean feature, which allows you to lean out and lean in and you get a better view of the battlefield. So another feature that we're working on with animation is the slide. It allows you to get somewhere quickly, get out of the line of fire.
Oh, lean, that's
and at the
new.
same time do it in a really cool looking way.
We've added fluid dynamics, interactive smoke, and also added an AI system to it. So we have fish.
Oh yeah, no, it
the
looks
way
good.
when you
I
get
had no
close to
doubts I
them.
was going
The
to.
poly counts, the texture increases, the shaders, the lighting tech, the level should feel like you're really there, and all the technology is going into
The
it
fish
allows
have
you to
AI.
achieve those goals.
All the PC Call of Duty have
With this being an all-new Call of Duty,
Every-
we've really taken this
every
opportunity
game
to
since, like,
revamp
2008
multiplayer.
is that
One of
way,
these new
pretty
MP
much.
features that I'm most excited about is dynamic maps. We have everything from big earthquakes and floods down to player-driven actions.
revamp multiplayer.
Doors, explosive traps, things that change the flow of the map. All of this creates a new dynamic experience for the
So
player.
that's kinda cool.
Another new feature is character customization. You can choose the heads, you can choose the bodies, you can choose the helmet and gear that you're wearing. You can connect with who you are as a player more so than we've ever done in the past. Dynamic maps and character customization are just two of the new innovations that we're bringing to next-gen multiplayer. We have the best fans in the
talk
world.
more about dynamic
and we're
maps.
committed
That's
to
actually
creating
something
for them
new.
A new next generation Call of Duty
Interesting.
experience.
Like that,
One of the
that's
key
an
reasons
interesting
Call
way to
of
take
Duty has been as
multiplayer.
successful as it is we focus on gameplay. It's the thing we designed for. It's the thing that drives our success as a franchise. And with all of the new tech, all of the new story elements, everything that we're putting into this next generation Call of Duty, we are still 60 frames a second, low latency controls, a great feeling game.
This will be the most beautiful Call of Duty game we've ever made. It will also be the most character-driven and emotionally engaging Call of Duty
I like
game
Carlos
we've
like
ever
it's gonna
made,
suck, and then after
and
the
it
thing,
will
he's
be
like,
the
"Ooh,
best Call of Duty game we've ever made. A stunning leap forward, not just for this franchise,
in the
but also for
post-Colonial
console
Marines
gaming.
era, everything sucks.
To show you what I mean, we've put together a little comparison video that shows you what's possible on the next gen and put side by side the differences between what we're going to be delivering in Call of Duty Ghosts and what was in Infinity Ward's last game, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, which was state-of-the-art just a very short time ago. And when you look at the differences side by side, it's actually pretty stunning. Let's take a look.
This sequence shows one of Modern Warfare 3's main characters, Price. While this asset pushed the limits of what was capable at the time, the technology employed by the new engine allows us to take the visual fidelity of our models to a whole new level. This next generation head is modeled with multiple features represented: sub-D, high-resolution textures, subsurface skin shaders, multiple lights, and self-casting shadows. Here, you can see the dog model from Modern Warfare 3. Our new dog model is taken from high-resolution scans of an actual SEAL Team service dog. Every detail is replicated, right down to the scars on the nose and the tattoo inside the ear. When playing first-person action games, your character's arms are one of the most looked-at visual elements. The arms in MW3 were beautiful at the time, but the new engine allows for significantly increased texture resolution. This advancement in technology allows us to convey fine hairs,
veins,
bruising, cuts, and even the dirt beneath the fingernails.
Wow.
Here's an example of a jungle environment from Modern Warfare.
Is this all going to be dynamic? Like as things happen to you, is that going to like take effect?
From Ghosts.
Like, can
This scene
burn your
employs many
armpits
new
off?
tech features, including volumetric lighting, boosted poly count, and self-casting shadows.
Okay, you've seen the vision for the game,
Right.
and you've seen the technology behind it. You've seen just a few of the ideas that we're bringing to Call of Duty
Can you
Ghosts
play as a
inside
dog in
campaign,
multiplayer?
new characters,
Would that be
new
sweet?
story, new narrative, and inside multiplayer, dynamic maps,
Dog-specific
character
character
customization, and there are a lot more new ideas to come. From new co-op ideas to seamless second screen integration to voice commands via Kinect and more. But now it's time to see it all come together. The gameplay you're about to see is running in-engine on the new Xbox hardware. This is the new generation of Call of Duty on the new generation of Xbox. This is the world premiere of Call of Duty Ghosts.
It's been 10 years.
Alright, it's gonna be sweet. It's
It
gonna be
is,
sweet.
Carlos.
It's a post-apocalyptic Call of
You
Duty.
start to forget the things you should remember. And you can't stop remembering.
You know, all these advancements are nice and all, but it's how are they going to change the Call of
things you should
Duty part of this Call of Duty?
You can't change it.
Stealth-oriented,
That's what Call of
maybe.
Duty is.
We've always had the power. Not anymore. All we have is each other. We're ghosts, fighting for something that can't be killed.
They're gonna cuddle.
Soldiers stand against their enemies, but ghosts haunt them.
Let's run towards the flood. That's a good idea.
Yep. It's dynamic flood too.
Black Ops 2 has somewhat interactive maps a little bit. Like, it's very simple, but it's something.
Yeah, with branching paths and things like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean the multiplayer. Like, there's one where water will flood a certain pathway every 2 minutes or so.
Okay, it's over.
That was kind of not the best thing in the world.
No. Wasn't.
Well, what did everybody in chat think? What did y'all? So, what do you think, Chris? I mean,
I like the tech possibilities behind it. The only regrettable thing about this conference was the fact that they really didn't show a lot of games.
So it's funny because it's almost the opposite of Sony's. As Sony showed like a bunch of different games and stuff, and they like shied away from the console.
Yeah.
And that was the opposite here. Is they didn't show a whole lot of games, and they showed a lot of console. I don't know. I do like. It does seem very powerful. The multitasking aspects. I mean, how quickly they were switching back and forth between games and movies and running them at the same time. You know, being able to shrink a movie and mess with your dashboard. I mean, the thing is, it's nice that they can do that. It's just once again, I don't know how often I'd be using something like that.
Yeah, it seems like they're going. They don't want to be just a video game console. They're trying to go.
Well, it's an overall entertainment system. Yeah.
I mean, that could give it a lot of appeal for people who don't usually play games, provided it's not too expensive and it's easy to use. Because it could replace like your cable box, and maybe you can record on it.
I don't think you're gonna be able to replace your cable box. I think you're still gonna have to have a cable box, and you can route it through the Xbox.
No, there's some channels that you can subscribe to on Xbox, like HBO and stuff. So stuff like that. And
then again, those aren't really channels. I mean, there's not constant content flowing. It's on-demand content.
Yeah, it's on demand. And I'm wondering if you'll be able to, because I know with the PS3 you can plug in a mouse and keyboard.
Correct.
And if they want to do this whole, living room computer that the Xbox seems to be, it'd be cool if you could plug in a.
I mean, that would be cool if you could do that. I mean, I know a lot of it's Kinect integration, so that's why it's all tiley and stuff. And I think you're still going to see a lot of that. I think maybe even more controlling it through the Kinect. But I mean, if everyone's going to have a Kinect now with this new console, I think it almost force developers to make games properly. And I think since this console was designed around the Kinect, not just an interface that was designed after they tacked on the Kinect, it wasn't just thrown in. I think it'll be much better. I mean, at least, yeah.
And I'm surprised there wasn't a lot of talk about Xbox Live. Besides the fact that it's there, but they didn't mention anything about it. Like,
I mean, I think it's. I don't think it's going to change a whole lot in the sense. I think it's still going to be subscription based. I mean, I don't see them ever not doing that. And I think I don't see that.
They need to do something like another.
Like similar to PlayStation. I think they need to do something similar to PlayStation Plus. Yeah, where every once in a while you get free games or at least the ability to play a game for a certain amount of time.
The video editor actually sounds pretty interesting. Because I mean, it's not game specific, and it doesn't sound like what the PS4 was doing, to where it just is, like pre-recorded clips.
Yeah.
Stuff that happened within the past 5 or 10 minutes. It sounds like you can take entire hours of gameplay footage and just edit it together.
I mean, I see that the system will have the capability of doing that. I don't know how well it's going to be integrated.
I think more indie games. Xbox.
Yeah, they didn't mention indie games at all.
They didn't, and they said they're focused on partnerships with studios, but indie games, they're really fucking big right now, and pay attention to that.
You do.
And so far, it looks like Sony picked up the indie games because they've been pushing them on the Vita and the PS3, and they said there's going to be the PS4 is going to be a pretty big delivery service for indie games.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe it's like PS4 will be indies and Xbox is going to be all these giant blockbuster.
I don't see that happening. I would see that as almost a failure on Microsoft's part if that's the route they went. If the Xbox was like exclusively big name developers and stuff and less focus. I mean, one of the things Xbox has always been kind of good about is the fact that there are so many indie games available on it.
Yeah, and it's such a low bar for entry.
Yeah, and that's always been one of the best areas for them. I mean, I never really, you don't get that on the PS3. You can't just go in and like, oh, I want to play this indie game. Here you go, whatever. Quick trial, I like it, download it. $1.
Oh, and what about the exclusives? How many exclusives did they say? 15?
Yeah, 15 exclusives within the first year.
That's a lot.
It's more than one a month.
Yeah, 8 of which is going to be a new IP.
I'm sure at least a fourth of them would be new IPs.
Yeah.
He said specifically that 8 of them are.
Oh, 8 of them are?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Gears of War, probably.
Well,
Gears of War, Halo. The Remedy game is going to be an exclusive as well. Alan Wake.
Yeah.
Was an exclusive. I can't think of any others though.
Mm-hmm.
Forza, whatever Remedy had.
I had a
something
some
that
games written down.
Like, speaking of exclusives, Splinter Cell Conviction was a Microsoft exclusive, but then Blacklist is coming out for the PS3.
Was Destiny an exclusive? No, Destiny's also on the PS3 for PS4.
Yeah.
Yeah, Destiny's.
That's gonna be both generations as well, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and I know the Infinity Ward guys have this new game supposed to be called Titan. It's gonna be next gen.
Oh, I heard about
I'm
Titan.
I'm not sure if it's Xbox exclusive or it's coming to PS4 as well. I don't know.
I don't know. I was kind of let down with this conference to an extent. I thought it was going to be a lot more than it was.
I mean, it again, they show off some interesting possibilities with it, but I really don't. We shouldn't have had to wait for E3 to see, actual games. Because I mean, there wasn't an ounce of actual gameplay there. There was nobody on stage playing a game.
Yeah.
And I think that's what a lot of people need right now.
Yeah.
They need to see these games in progress.
Why do you think they chose the name Xbox One? Because it's like the one device you're gonna need, or something like that, or
part of that. I think it's also part that that they're focusing entirely on the person in the living room. I think they're stepping back from like the family-oriented experience where
it does seem like they are a little bit. They're stepping back from that because I mean, when the Xbox came out, there was a whole lot of family integration, and even this past year, they've been here's the Xbox, like the Xbox Live Family Pack. You buy a pack and everyone blah blah blah. But it doesn't seem like they're focusing a whole lot on that, at least.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
And they should have called it the Xbox Revolution.
The term revolutions have been used way too often as far as hardware and software.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have wanted that. I mean, plus 360 equals revolution.
Yeah, that's true.
So
they could have called it the Next Box.
The Next Box?
Yeah.
And so E3's in what, 10 days?
20 days.
20 days.
Yeah.
Yep.
They didn't even announce. They didn't even show like Watch Dogs or stuff like that, like games that.
Well, I mean, the Watch Dogs has been known for a while, and it's going to be on both consoles. And one thing is, like I said, it's actually it's coming to PS4 first, PS4 and PS3 maybe, but then it's going to be at least a little while before it comes out on the Xbox One.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, it's Xbox One. What are we going to call it? Are we going to call it the Xbox? Are we going to call it the One? It is the One.
I think we'll just call it the Xbox.
Yeah.
You can call it the One because I mean, you already call the 360 a 360.
Yeah, we don't call it.
The 360 and the One. Like, hey man, you want to come over to my house, play some One? what if your name is? What if your name is Juan? You're like Juan's One.
Juan's One.
Let's go play with Juan's One. Sure, he won't mind.
Yes, it's going to be the X1 from Venture Brothers.
Wait and see for the E3.
361. I don't know. I mean, I like some of the stuff they showed. The console, I don't really care. It looks okay. It doesn't look horrible. I kind of want to get my hands on that controller. I wish they would have talked a little more about it. Like I said, there's that. It looks like there's a multitasking button and then possibly a menu button. It looks like there's no longer the dashboard button, but maybe that's one on the right was for.
Let me look at that controller again.
I had a picture of it somewhere.
Yeah. Let's take a look at this thing, because it's kind of weird looking now. That compare with the 360 controller.
Mm-hmm.
They lift the. I have to assume that's a touch-based guide button at the top.
You think so? I mean, yeah, touch-based would make sense.
Yeah, see it kind of flares out at the top for the bumpers on the left and right.
Mm-hmm.
See if I can get a look at the triggers.
Let me throw up So yeah, I wouldn't say it to be too far off of that top button. That almost seems like it'd be out of your reach though to get to that. If that was a touch button, you'd have to take one of your hands off the controller.
Yeah, you kind of do.
Here, like I'm holding an Xbox controller right now, and like it's similar design, but yeah, I wouldn't be able to reach that unless I would actually have to reach pretty far to get to that. I don't think that's going to be.
Talking about the flat area on the back of the controller?
No, on the top. There's where the Xbox symbol is. Chris was saying that could have been like a capacitive button or something like that, but I don't think that's the case. I think it's just the logo. I think it's going to be based off of those two, where originally the start and the select or back button were. I think that's going to be, bring up multitasking or some sort of menu or something.
Yeah, well, I know. What was I saying? I know the flat part on the back looked pretty flat.
Yeah, it was.
There's no battery pack.
It was
anymore,
wide and flat, which makes me believe, there's not going to be an exchangeable battery pack. At least it's going to be.
Yeah.
No, but what if that's like a touch surface?
I don't think it's going to be touch. What was that?
The back of the Vita.
On the presentation, it says it has an integrated battery, so there'll probably have to be like a charging spot on the top to do.
Yeah.
Wi-Fi Direct. It says impulse triggers on it, so I'm wondering if that means that the triggers are now analog, or at least a lot more analog than they were.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the big ones have always been analog.
Wi-Fi Direct. What the hell is? Forgive me. I gotta look up Wi-Fi Direct real quick. Should know this.
Oh God.
Yeah, you should know this.
The triggers have feedback. That would be interesting. What if the triggers have a mechanism where, based on what's going on, they become more difficult to press?
Mm-hmm.
Like a resistance thing.
That would be interesting.
The back triggers?
Yeah.
I don't see that too far off.
That would be pretty cool. I mean, it's another sensation in addition to Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, see this, and let's look at the 360 controller.
Sony's stock just shot up a bunch.
Really?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Even itself out. Oh, what if the Xbox One camera is used to collect data from you? I just read this on Twitter.
If it's used to collect data from you, in what way?
Like, what times are you in the living room when you're not playing games?
I see what you're saying. Well, I mean, that would just kind of almost, it could be based off of, well, that would have to be, your Xbox would have to be on for it to register that.
Like, how many times does it walk by the console without turning it on?
Well, that would mean the Xbox, the Kinect video would be on the entire time.
So since the Kinect is on when you're playing, it should be getting information from you when you're playing, like how fat you are and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Like Big Brother.
Yeah.
And that's not a bad idea, especially for advertising and marketing.
Mm-hmm.
That's a shitload of data that you could sell to advertisers and make a fuck ton of money.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, so the original Xbox 360 controller uses a wireless 2.4 gigahertz protocol.
Mm-hmm.
Wi-Fi Direct is just kind of an upgraded version of that, with an emphasis on lower energy. usage. So, ideally, the next controller may have a longer charge on it.
I mean, that'd be good. I guess it's not. I mean, if it comes with the console, and I'm sure. I wonder what kind of cable is it going to be, like a micro USB, or is it going to be some proprietary cable?
It might be a mini USB, kind of like what the PlayStation controllers can do, and like my headset right here uses a mini USB charger. So
it seems like more devices nowadays are using micro USB as opposed to mini USB. I think micro USB is kind of I don't want to say the way of the future, but it seems like a lot of devices are using that more. Like my phone's a micro USB, and my tablet's a micro USB, and stuff like that.
Okay.
What's up, Carlos?
I don't know. I don't know what to do with my day.
So someone in chat's talking about a pre-owned fee. What does that mean? Like he keeps yelling it, but I don't know what that means.
I still think micro USB. That seems more set for like cell phones and things like that.
All right, dudes. Again, I think I'm gonna unplug.
PlayStation 4 controllers.
All right, later, Carlos.
See you, Carlos. PlayStation 4 controllers. Excuse me. Sorry.
Sneeze. Can't hear you guys anymore.
Good.
What?
We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you though. So.
I think mini USB.
That's muted.
It's gonna be more common.
I don't know. So apparently, according to some reading stuff online, it's not going to require a constant internet connection.
Yay!
So that's always good. Xbox One game discs are only used for initial installation. Fee charged for second account. So apparently there is going to be some sort of used game fee.
Where are you seeing this? Can you link me?
Yeah, it's in chat. Saison linked it in chat. It's an article on The Verge. I trust The Verge. Mostly a limited market secondhand games, limited possibly altogether. So this is actually, and if y'all remember, this is exactly what I was talking about not too long ago, is a possibility of, they were like, oh, there's not going to be used games, RFID and whatever, blah, 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 blah. And this is exactly what I said. It's a way for them to try and recoup some of the money they've been losing due to the, pre-owned game retailers. So yeah, so you can still buy used games. It's just you're almost like a multiplayer or like online pass or something like that. You're gonna have to pay a fee. So it's like you pay less money for the game, but then it's essentially because for every used game sale, developers get zero money. So the question is that fee you have to pay for that used game, where's that money going?
That's probably going to...
Is it going to Microsoft, or is it going to go to the developers?
There might be a tax that goes to Microsoft, but I'm thinking the rest of it would go to the publisher and developer. Most likely the publisher.
I would hope it would go to the publisher or the developer.
I would hope it just goes to the developer, but that's just me.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the developer most of all, but...
So it's an online pass.
And that's something I was talking about, and I'm saying that I'm not as upset as some people are going to be about that, because like, oh well, why should I have to pay more money? Well, I think it makes more sense, just because of the fact that places like GameStop and any other retailer, they're getting 100% of the profit from those used game sales.
They said specifically that games, your TV selections, your saves, and everything, and your games are tied directly to your account now. So yeah, that online pass system sounds that sounds just on the ball.
How would it work if you were to buy a game, play it, sell it, and then buy it again?
Well, since you already own a copy of that game,
I would assume. I would assume it would be.
I don't think you would have to do anything.
I'm just making sure. I mean, it's that's stupid. Kazarai's tweet.
That's not Kazurai. That's
oh yeah, that's a parody account. All right, that makes more sense. Chris's mic is low.
It's low?
Talk again, Chris.
I'm speaking right now.
I turned it up some. Speak again.
I'm speaking again right now.
Can y'all hear him?
And with mandatory installs for games, you're probably going to expect a fairly sized hard drive, maybe 500 gigs or more.
No, that is I believe what the specs that came out is. Yeah, it's going to have a 500 gig hard drive. But I mean,
it's like it's all internal drives. It's not going to be swappable drives this time around.
Yeah, I hope that's not the case, or I hope that they're at least like similar to the PS3. It's not swappable, but you can still switch it out. I don't know. I don't know, because if games are going to be able to install and they're going to be on Blu-rays, they're going to be much larger. You know, you're looking at 10 gigs, more than that for a game. And I just hope you either have the ability to switch it to a different hard drive, or I don't know. Maybe they're just maybe cloud-based. I mean, I guess that's not a horrible if a lot of it's going to be over the cloud. You won't have to use up the space on your hard drive.
I think if you're an Xbox Live Gold member,
there's Xbox Live Gold. Okay, yeah, Xbox Live Gold, yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking they're still going to have the 2 level of service there.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if you're an Xbox Live Gold member, you'll have pretty much close to unlimited data transfer and storage on the cloud.
Yeah.
And then it automatically backs up all that data. I mean, you just connect to the internet, and boom, no matter what console you're on, you'll download all that information.
Mm-hmm.
Or hell, you'll probably be able to transfer it by USB too. So.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there'll be USB saves and stuff like that. I mean, I don't see them going away from that. I mean, it was really helpful when the update on the Xbox 360 that allowed you to have up to 16 gig USB drive. I believe you could format it. So I mean, if you can do that, that's almost, you could pretty much almost keep like half of your save files on there.
Yeah.
So that's not horrible. I don't know. What else? You got anything else, Chris? Or
I'm looking at the bottom of that controller there. It looks like there's a. Is it me, or does it kind of look different from the mic input for the 360 controller?
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's a 2.5mm jack. Yeah, I don't know. They didn't really show the bottom of it a lot. I think that's the only picture where you can kind of see the bottom.
Yeah.
So.
That actually might be where you plug it in.
I hope. Well, I don't know what that's pretty wide. It almost looks like a plug for like a Zune,
yeah,
or like
it also looks wider than the ports for the original headsets. So.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I don't know. I mean, I think that.
Hopefully they don't do a 2.5mm. I mean, hopefully they're smart enough to know they need to get away from exclusive. Oh, you have to have our custom cable.
Just get to 3.5.
Yeah.
Just do this shit.
I mean, so the PS3 didn't have that, but you could plug in a USB controller to your PS3. A USB headset to your PS3, and so I believe the PS4 controller does have a 3.5mm jack on it.
You know, with the Wi-Fi Direct possibilities, I think I think you'll be able to sync your wireless headset to your controller, and you'll be able to have 4 proprietary different voices going in and out of your system. Yeah, so you'll be able to do split-screen online multiplayer games, like say you're playing Halo,
you're
doing a 16-player match, and if you're on 4 different teams, you're getting 4 different channels.
Correct.
So
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
It'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the coolest innovation they got for me was, again, the video editor. I think that's got some distinct possibilities with it, especially if they're going to be doing Twitch integration.
Yeah.
I don't think you'll be able to like live stream from the console without additional hardware. I mean, my greatest fear as a broadcaster is that the system is going to be, since it's supposedly going to be digital only, it might use HDCP for games, which means that unless you have even more tech that's very expensive, you won't be able to stream games.
Well, I mean, you can still stream them. Like, I mean, the PS3 has HDCP.
Yeah.
Like, but the way we stream it is we can still. There's a way I can use my whatever it's called, my capture card software to pull up the image but not stream it, and then I can screen cap that. So that's how I've been getting around the HDCP on the PS3.
Okay.
So I mean, there probably are workarounds to kind of get around it, but it seems, yeah, I mean, I definitely am sure that the new consoles will have HDCP.
I mean, other than the video editor possibilities, what they were talking about having those upgraded servers.
Yeah.
I think they said they had 15,000 for the 360, and they're having like 300 grand for the new system. I like the possibilities where we're not going to have player limits anymore. We're going to have PC style player limits. So you'll be able to have upwards of like 100 people.
Yeah. It'll be like MAG.
Yeah, you'll have opportunities for games like PlanetSide or large Battlefield-esque combat experiences like that. On a console, that would provide a definite possibilities for the MMO market.
Yeah, I agree.
See a whole new rise of MMOs on consoles. So I don't know. I'm just, for right now, I'm kind of feeling more the Xbox and the PS3. Mainly, it's not because of the games so much. I think we'll see a lot more of that at E3. We'll get our fill at E3.
Oh, definitely. I think there's going to be. I think this was they had to do something because Sony did something.
Yeah.
They had to do something beforehand. I think they kind of went the better route with focusing more on the cons. Or I wish they would have shown more games, but I am glad that they showed a console, debuted a console, and actually showed the console. More than
debuted a console, they debuted the UI for it.
Yeah, Sony most focused on games, and that was really it. And they mentioned, oh, it's going to be PS4. Here's the controller. Wait another like 4 months for E3. I think Microsoft had almost had the upper hand there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do like like I said, the 8 gigs of DDR3 RAM. And the 8-core CPU definitely allows it to do a lot of multitasking, and I think that has a lot of potential, because there has been a lot of times in the past when I've been playing a game and I wanted to do something or another, and the ability to just pause it. I do watch TV occasionally, and I think the ability to just be from it in a game, pause the game, and then go straight into watching a TV show or something without having to grab my remote. I can just instantly start watching a TV show or a movie or something like that. I think that has a lot of potential. There have been times when friends have come over and I've been watching a movie or something, and I'm like, oh, I want to show you this game. So I have to stop the movie, go to the dashboard, boot up the game, get to that point in the game, and then go back to the dashboard, and then go back to the... And so I think it would be nice to be able to just, like literally with like a flick of my hands, go back and forth, but I mean, I think that has potential.
Yeah. And I can't think of anything else really. I mean, it was a decent presentation. It's not everything we wanted, but honestly, they showed off more than Sony did.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, I'm looking forward to E3 to learn more about each of the consoles.
Goddamn right.
So, thanks guys for showing up for our coverage of the Microsoft Xbox conference. We now know that the Xbox One will be coming out the end of this year. And yeah,
we know a launch title for it.
Yeah, at least one.
We know about a few exclusives that are coming to it.
And I think it was good of them to 15 like they actually use the words. If we're going to have 15 exclusives within the first year. I think that was a good route to take. So yeah, so thanks for showing up, guys. Be sure to stay tuned to 4playernetwork.com for more coverage on the Xbox, and if you're not a subscriber, subscribe already, and that helps us out a lot.
Please. It helps us go to E3 and do coverage like this, so...
Yeah. So, we'll talk to you guys later. It's Tuesday, so come back at around 7:30 to 8 p.m. Central Time. We'll have the show tonight. We'll be talking more about the Xbox One and some of the games we've been playing. And then after the show, Brad will be playing...
Resident Evil
Revelations. There you go. Resident Evil Revelations on the Xbox. So, show up for that tonight. Later, guys.
Have a good night.